It is time for you to stand up. Injustice to one is injustice to all. If Nigerian students cannot fight for justice, if Nigerian students cannot stand with the public and masses and say killing of a young person is unacceptable, then don't blame if the society is not there for you when you finish your education. Everybody, we must come out on the 27th of February. We are changing it to 27th. We all must come out. It is your right. It is our right. If you don't come out, they will sweep it under the carpet. If you don't come out, they will mess up the whole investigation. If you don't come out, mothers will be doing nonsense on social media at the expense of the life of your own child. If you don't do anything now, you are putting your children to terrible burden. We need to stand up now. Every youth, all Nigerian students, National Association of Nigerian Students, I am personally calling you. If you cannot stand up for something like this, then you are losing the country. Where is the future you're coming to meet?
Yomi Fabiyi blows hot after about 2 weeks that he has called for the arrest of people of serious concern in the case for justice for Mohbad. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. Yes, Yomi has been at the forefront, trying to get the attention of the required people as it goes about doing his investigation on justice for Mohbad. Remember, he has called out the widow of late Mohbad, telling her to quickly go to the police station and report herself. And there was a point, I think about 3 days ago, when they were saying maybe she's been arrested, but obviously not. He got upset, came online and said that whoever is behind her, not letting her to come out, this and all of that. And the question is there a warrant for arrest, or it's just an invitation call for the police to invite her all over again? There are so many things that has to do with when it comes to the law enforcement agencies and the way things work. And being a case that has been on for about 2 years, Kishiamode case, rara. Remember, there's a video he did where he went to Idiroko border and also Muritala Mohammed International Airport, and he said in his videos that he's coming so that they will not allow people of serious interest to pass through the border and international airports. And the question I asked, which a commenter challenged, which I'm going to respond to as I responded to her, is sometimes the fact that you're supporting somebody doesn't mean that everything they do seems sensible. And maybe we can enlighten each other. I asked the question in the video. I said, going to Muritala Mohammed Airport to talk to who? Is it FAN, Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria? Is it the immigration? Is it the airlines? Is it the police that are, posted there? And what backing do you have? I mean, do you have any warrant? Do you have any instruction from the courts that gives you that backing to be able to approach the international airports or the Idiroko borders so that in quotes people of serious concerns will not pass through? That was the question I asked. Because it's laughable for anyone to go to the airport now and say, okay, please, so person, don't let them pass through because you're an actor or a human rights activist on a solo trip without the backing of the law. No, now, it's laughable. It's laughable. If you don't really understand sometimes how processes or law works, just call a friend or whoever you know has more knowledge in that area. Are knowledgeable about. But when you see some people talk, find out to get more enlightened. Because sometimes when you ask questions out of ignorance, it's okay. But when you ask in a way that you're claiming to know, you might just end up not sounding, whatever it is. And I'm still going to ask the same question. Now, Yomi is going through the process. Fantastic. Nobody is stopping anybody from rising up anywhere to seek for justice for Mohbad. It's not the first, it's not going to be the last. And it's yet to even move a needle in all of these things. That's the truth of the matter. Those who started justice for Mohbad are the ones who raised the noise and everywhere shook. Iyabo Ojo, will mention her name, was about 2-3 days after Mohbad was buried, that she wore a black bonnet and everywhere shook. And that was the beginning of the revolution. She, NGO, was the one who wrote a letter, a petition to the government to please exhume him. And it was done. And that was the beginning of the process. Totori Ketu was part of it, and a host of other people. So now, what has Yomi done so far to move the needle? Nothing is yet to be seen. Yes, he organized the press conference 1.0 and 2.0. But the same 3 seconds video he played and the same voice notes where Wunmi and Mohbad were having, and maybe husband and wife, whatever, was what was played. Nothing still holds substance about having an evidence. And law, if you cannot prove your case, you're just making noise. Ariwo, they call it music. And that's why I told you, I said, all the justice for Mohbad people that, feel they have the right to their perspective and opinions. But before you can be shkumashu in the comment section, you better watch it so that you don't end up looking like you don't know what you're talking about. When you want to, argue something, please articulate your thoughts so that we can learn from your thought process. We can learn. When that thing happened, on Niger Style, she had a phone interview with a nurse. And she was asking the caller, who is a nurse abroad, to say, okay, what are the chances? What can you say as a medical person that could have happened to Mohbad? And the person mentioned that it could be anaphylaxis or whatever reaction. She mentioned that medical term. And we went to search. And from that procedure to what really happened, in nurse coming over, administering XYZ, and the reaction goosebumps Mohbad has immediately, it makes sense to an enlightened man, even if you're not in the medical profession. So, because we have to look at things logically, it's not by shouting. I tell people, say, because tell any podcast by MRT day then iṣẹ́ tẹ́ máa fi dákẹ́ tọ́lọ́ máa fi pè yín sọ́dọ̀ tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. Àwọn kan ló máa ṣáná sí ring light látàárọ̀ 4 hours 10 hours èpè ni. Ṣó ti sún wọn after almost 2 years ni kò yẹ kó sún yín náà tí get justice túnbọ̀ máa ṣáná sí ring light kẹ́ máa ṣépè sí. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa ṣépè. Because èpè tẹ́ ẹ̀ rán níṣẹ́ yẹn èpè ò stupid o, like I always tell people, but àwọn mi ò gbẹ́ náà. Èpè ò stupid. Tó bá ń rí pé níṣẹ́ ó máa ń rò kó tó jà ni. Nígbà tó bá dẹ̀ máa jà, máa sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé ó lè ṣépè fún yàn tí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ò bá ṣépè fún. Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ó ti gbọ́ tá sára nìyẹn? So, Akonika put her in perspective ni. Yomi is doing well on his own part, it's fine. But of course, for him to come online and share things, of course we have to critique it as much as we can. He's getting worked up. Maybe you don't have to shout into the screen. You're calling Nigerian students to come out, that you're going to ask Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students, National Association of Nigerian Students, to come out and make a protest. We are waiting for the 27th of February, like you said. And to instruct people to come out and protest by shouting at them. You that you are shouting protest, have you ever had a protest for justice for Mohbad? Even the loud one we had when the guy just passed away. Tolosheni Lekki. Did you see Baba Mohbad in front or Iya Mohbad in front? Or did you see Adura in front? Àwọn tó ń sọ pé nǹkan dùn àwọn jù tó jẹ́ parents, tó jẹ́ family, rí wọn wájú, máa kàn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ síwájú ìfẹ́ kọ́ lọ fara gbọ́ta. They play. Ṣé student tó ń sanwó, tó ń san millions for money private university, àbí tó mọ̀ one state university or federal university, tó mọ̀ iye tó ń fi gbára every month? Kọ́mọ ẹ lè ní accommodation kó lè jẹun, kó lè look nice, focus on school fees in this 2025. Àwa ni ó yá ọmọ mi bọ́ síwájú. Ó yá justice for Mohbad ló kú ẹ̀kú tó fẹ́ lọ protest fún. With all we have seen, they play. They play. Bóyá àwọn, there's always a level to everything. But you calling Nigerian students, do you think they are so jobless? Do you think they have a lot they are coping with? Bóyá àwọn tó bá náwó lé lórí o, ẹ lè lọ kó ṣàwọn jọ o. Kẹ́ máa fún wọn ní 10 naira, bóyá 1,000, 10,000, kẹ́ ní kó máa fò kiri títì. The Nigerian students will stand up for this. In 2025, you think they are not enlightened? They play. Gen Z level fi ṣeré bẹ́yẹn. Yomi, we are waiting for the 27th, he said, of January. Let's see how you can pull this through. Because like I said, patience is a virtue. We've been waiting for how long? What you need to do, get your evidence. You said Adura sent you a 3-second video. Later, it was established by the police that it wasn't Adura that sent it, that it was Damola who confessed that he sent it, and you're insisting it's Adura that sent it. Make it make sense. So you have been shouting that the police should take Adura for it, and Adura has petitioned you. So do you think the law is stupid? It is well, we just need to enlighten each other. We need to enlighten each other. Like I always say, take time and ask. Maybe a phone call away to your friend that is a lawyer or is a police officer. Just ask questions. How does this thing work? Because it's not by shouting. Shariwo lele ni. Our blogger babada. Show ti rẹ̀ money. 7 hours, 4 hours. Ranju ṣépè. Nígbà tó ti gbé family lé wọn lọ́wọ́. I'm all right. Fabiyi, take your evidence. I'm still going to say it. Go and get all your evidence together and pack it and give the police. Like I said, if it is established today, there's evidence and it's proven in the court of law that those people in courts or serious concerned are the ones that acquired Mohbad. Wallahi, like I'm a fenu sin what they want. I'm a blog one nicely by the time I fi ṣílẹ̀kùn wọn tẹ́ni yẹn máa fi wọlé ni. But in the absence of that, we'll wait. We'll be patient and see how things turn out. Drop comment in the comment section. Ẹ̀yin elépè náà tẹ̀dẹ̀ fi òpépè náà lè ṣe fẹ́ drop. Ó yá ẹ̀rì convene kẹ́ máa drop ẹ̀. Ire o, ire ní tèmi, ire ní tiyín, ire ní ti gbogbo wa. Ire.